He's the old adage, in my opinion, some people are born to lead, and he wasn't one of them.
I always voted Conservative, but I'll never do it again. I mean, I like Nigel Farage. He seems the most genuine out of the lot of them.
As far as Rishi Sunak's concerned, he has absolutely no idea. He's always had a privileged life. This whole Sky, not having a Sky dish business was ridiculous. There are kids that are not getting food on their plates.
It would be phenomenal to see him lose his seat and make sure that people in safe seats no longer expect that they've got the vote of the local people without actually earning it.
So there's a general election coming up. We're here in Richmond and Northallerton. What are the issues that matter to you as a voter?
I think cost of living, immigration, and getting some MPs that don't lie all the time. Yeah.
Rishi Sunak is your local MP.
No.
Are you including him in that?
No. Well, over the lockdown and all that, yes, but I always voted Conservative, but I'll never do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They talk the talk, but they don't do it, do they?
Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, is the MP for this seat. What sort of MP has he been?
Absent. He got drafted into a safe seat. He's from the South Coast. He's taken it over to further his career. He's achieved what he set out to do and become Prime Minister, but I don't think he's made any impact apart from opening a few shops and cutting a few ribbons.
I mean, you said to me earlier that you don't have maybe the typical opinion of someone in Richmond and Northallerton. Why do you think that is? Why do you think he remains popular with some people here?
I don't necessarily think he's popular for being Rishi Sunak. I think he's popular because he's Conservative, and we are in one of the safest Conservative seats in the country, and to a point they'll vote for anything with a blue ribbon on.
Truly haven't decided, but I think for the first time in my life, I think I'm not going to vote for anybody, because that's the level of disillusionment that I currently feel. And I never thought I'd say that, because I voted for 50 years.
Did you vote for Rishi Sunak at the last election?
I did, yeah.
But he doesn't have your vote this time?
I cannot vote for the Conservatives full stop, given the 4 years that they've had.
His record as Chancellor, as Prime Minister, is that something you're happy with?
Chancellor, yes. I thought the COVID dealings with furlough was excellent. Prime Minister, I don't think he's been given enough time. I mean, the argument of the 14 years of Conservative Party doesn't stand with regards to him, because he's only been in the job 18 months. But yes, perhaps it is time for a change.
Will you be voting for him in the next election?
I haven't decided yet. I really don't know.
Personally, I think he's fine. I'm just not convinced with the Conservatives' policies, or, to be honest, the Labour's policies.
And I like Nigel Farage.
Really?
He seems the most genuine out of the lot of them,
Why do you like Nigel Farage and I guess Reform? What is it about their policy?
I think he does what he says, where you can't say the others do, can you? That's the problem.
I mean, you mentioned immigration as an issue that matters to you. Do you not think Rishi Sunak's Rwanda plan has appealed to you?
No, it's not really took off, is it? As to Fraser. I mean, the only thing I would say is that there's people sleeping rough in this town and they can't get a place, That's my only concern.
Well, the shop's closing, the rates are too high. Folks have only so much money to spend now. The pubs are closing. There's not the money about, and that's it.
And we're outside of the Friarage Hospital, and the A&E shut down here a couple of years ago. What do you make of that? What difference has that made?
Makes a lot to us pensioners that can't drive. How does the old folks get to James Coop from here when the wives are in? My wife was in there 3 times, and I had to rely on lifts.
Do you think that Rishi Sunak could have... I mean, he's not just the local MP, he's also the Prime Minister. Is he who you blame for that sort of decline?
Well, I don't know. They're all as bad as one another.
Do you think?
I think so, yes. Richie's done a good job while he's been in. He's had a hard job. Folks don't realise this. He's had the Brexit. He sorted that out. The COVID. He sorted that out. He had no money to sort it out, but he found the money. Now they're saying to him, Why have you no money?
And as far as Rishi Sunak's concerned, he has absolutely no idea about how the general public, he's always had a privileged life. This whole Sky, not having a Sky Dish business was ridiculous. There are kids that are not getting food on their plates, and he didn't have Sky. I'm sorry. No.
Do you think he understands how difficult the cost of living crisis is for people?
No, he has absolutely no idea. And when he says he comes from an NHS background, nah, I'm sorry. I'm from an NHS background. He has no idea.
How do you think he'll be remembered as a Prime Minister, as an MP?
Oh, very badly, I think. I think the whole of this 14 years of Tories will reflect historically really, really badly on every single one of them. I mean, let's face it, 5 PMs in 14 years is ridiculous.
There was a Savanta poll that showed that Rishi Sunak could lose this seat and that Labour could win. Do you think that would make a difference? Do you think it would make things better?
I don't think it can make any difference because there's no money in the country. There's nothing. It's all right. Who was it shouting about Labour getting in? But where's he getting his money from? If he has no money, where is he getting it from?
Do you think you're going to vote in this election?
I'll vote in it.
Who are you going to vote for?
I'm going to vote for Labour Democrat.
Really? You're going to
Yeah.
vote for Labour Democrat?
Let's have them in and see what they can do.
It would be phenomenal to see him lose his seat and just, not just the Conservatives, but make sure that people in safe seats no longer expect that they've got the vote of the local people without actually earning it.
He'd be the first ever Prime Minister to lose his seat. 12 other cabinet ministers are also predicted to lose their seat. I mean, that's just unprecedented. What do you make of that?
I think it's deserved. It just shows the opinion. When you work for yourselves as opposed to your constituents, then eventually your constituents will have something to say about it.
Finally, how do you think Rishi Sunak will be remembered as a local MP and as a Prime Minister?
A failure. Simple as that. He's achieved nothing. His legacy is arguing over small things that I don't really think he believes in, pushing right-wing rhetoric and chasing populism, and it's going to cost him.
I don't think he's that bad. I think he just got caught up with everything. He inherited a bad party, didn't he? He probably is a decent guy. I don't know him. I've seen him about, but I don't know him. So can't really say.
But after 14 years of Conservative rule, they've lost your vote.
Definitely, yeah. I'll vote for reform.
I think he'll not be remembered that positively as a Prime Minister, but as an individual I think he's a decent guy.
Would you agree?
I would, and he's the old adage, in my opinion, some people are born to lead, and he wasn't one of them.